Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about jigs. The market is inflated with jigs. I mean, there's every kind of jig for every kind of possible thing that you can do. And I found myself with like 10 different manufacturers worth of jigs in these ungodly amounts of different colors and shapes and sizes and weed guards. Good on this one, but not on that one. You like the color for this one, but not that one. And I started using a new jig, and I feel like I've legitimately solved all my problems with jigs in general. I feel like there's one jig that's going to do about 90% of the jig fishing that I need to do. I'm pretty pumped about this jig. This is Outkast Tackle's Andrew Upshaw Juice Jig. There's a couple things that are special about this jig. One, if you're going to throw it in grass or heavy cover, the hook on this thing is prime time. I mean, it's not going to stretch. You can throw it on braid. You'll have no problem. The weed guard that they put on this is, believe it or not, this is one of the most things that I'm the most in particular about is the weed guard. More fish are lost and caught with the weed guard. You can have a bad weed guard and you'll follow up on the weeds all the time, and it brings your efficiency down. You can miss fish because it's too stiff. The angle could be wrong, but this one's perfect. It's right in front of the hook, you can see. And you can see this one, I've caught a bunch of bass on it, and I haven't cut a single bristle of it off. They got the exact right amount on there. But two of the most important things I love about this jig is, one, the color of this jig. The colors that Outkast offers are awesome. Some of my favorite ones, this is Magic Craw, which is good anywhere. I mean, that color will work in any color water. The other one that I love is Upshaw Craw. That color is probably the most versatile, I feel. If you're in a little bit stained water, their bruise color is phenomenal. I mean, their colors, they've really, thought it out and took the time. But the most important part about this jig here is the actual head shape of the jig itself. You can see, if you look at the back there, it's actually flat. And it's also flat on these sides of the jig. And basically what that's going to do is, when you're skipping docks or heavy cover or brush or something like that, and you want to put that jig way up underneath, and that's where the big bites come from, this is what you need. It's going to create that skipping action. When you throw that bait will just skip right across the top of the water and get into the the hard places to reach, and you're going to be able to catch the fish out of there a lot better. I throw it on a 13 Fishing NV Black. This is a 7-1 medium heavy. This is by far the best rod all around. I mean, you got a lot of tip on this rod, so you got the accuracy, but you got a lot of backbone if you need to wrench a fish out of heavy cover. I mean, I'm fishing some reeds right here. I guarantee this rod will pull a fish out of there no problem, as well as this jig. But definitely check these jigs out. Outkast Tackle makes a ton of really good stuff, but this juice jig, I can't say enough good stuff about it. I mean, buy a couple and you're gonna understand real fast why I believe this is the most versatile jig on the market.